There we go. Okay. 7 ship shape. Alright. Howdy again. It's me again. Yeah. A lot of stuff off the bat right here going on. Changed all of this whole background here. Set up a new style here. So let me know if this works or not for you. Maybe it's a bit too distracting. I just wanted to have a little... I looked at a bunch of live streamers and like trying to see what kind of stuff they did. So wanted to see like what kind of there we go. Want to make sure that works. It's kind of their general setup. Like I looked at some speedrunners and see what kind of how they set up the different boxes and stuff. So if it doesn't work for animation, let me know. Yeah. So now you get to have your own chat down there too. So that'd be fun. Had to work around to figure out how to do that. So if it ever comes to it, I might have to disable chat, because you know you'll know why if I had to disable it. So try to be pony friendly as possible here, so we can respect everyone here. All right, that's out of the way. Let's get going. If there's anything else off the bat? For your American, State of the Union is going on like live right now. Like right now. So thanks for choosing to watch this live if you are. So that's pretty cool. Or not. And I don't know if that makes you patriotic or not. That you'd rather spend your time here. So just kind of didn't really think about the timing of this too much this week, so I didn't really plan it around it, and I never really watch them anyway, so I'm sure it'll be summed up later for any of you guys that care. Yeah, if you like the chat style, like the fonts and stuff, let me know about that. If you want me to change a bit, anything there. Like, is it too hard to read? It's mainly the issue there. Yeah. So working on the movie again. If you don't know, it's a long form project that I'm working on for my channel. That'll be it's not gonna be movie length, I suppose, but it might be like only like a normal episode, 22-minute length. Maybe only half of that, 10 minutes. I don't know. I never really finished the animatic fully and timed that out fully to know if it is how long a runtime it is. And because every time that I start animating it, the animatic was a bit faster than actual animation. So when I get to actual animation, it's much slower. And then this is the part I have not yet. I just crudely drew this string here, so don't mind that. Well, I see what's up. Okay, cool. Okay, if you remember last time, this was the shot that I worked on last time. Where she leans forwards, hits the bag against there, and then puts it down. Yeah, there we go. I call this padding by adding like 2 or 3 frames after like the action ends in this shot. It just adds that little buffer between the 2 shots, so it's not like she finished her action and then immediately switched to the next shot. And it just adds a little bit more to the runtime too, which makes it a bit more easier that way too. So you can have you can artificially create more runtime by padding out your shots, but don't like pad out like a whole second. Just by a half a second is good enough. So we can see here that she finished her action around 350 and then at 358. So that's only like 3 or 4 frames. That's 8 frames. This is the actual thing. In what way? This is the actual project that I'm working on. Yes. So this is the active file here. So we finish that. This is padding a little bit, and then this is when in this shot, which we might work on next, this is the big shot where we have the front of the train on the right here, and then we slowly, let's get a save. Then let's get a pan to the left to this door here, and then we zoom in on the door a little bit. There's just a little, I wrote sound effects there, just so I know that I'm gonna put a sound effect there. And then the door opens, might creak open or something, and then we hear another sound effect of the snake hits kind of sound, and then we get the reveal of the snake. A little action zoom out, like a pull out, and then walks over. So Mark, work on these couple shots here today. In Animation World, it's that's a nice name. Twilight Sparkle Side Twilight Marco Roshi. Alright. Welcome. In Animation World, it's very productive to get at least 1 or 2 shots done. Even 1 second can take, you know, half a day sometimes. So but let's get stuck into it. Just like saving. Okay. So I don't have the models or the characters yet for the passengers. Let me just see what I got so far. Is I only have the background here. In the background, I think I made pretty quickly and just reused a lot of assets from other shots. So let me see. Ah. Okay, Saraswati. See you later. Have fun with what you're doing there. Let's see. So I got the door there, and I got the stools here. Got the front door there. Windows. These little swirlies up there. And then the background there. Okay. So, for my purposes in this shot, I need the camera to move over, and I need, which means I need a little bit of parallax, at least some way to know that the train's moving. So, might have to break open these windows, but that'll be later, maybe. The main focus is going to be this door. Do I have anything? Ooh. Didn't know I had this behind a door art there. That's cool. Problem is that I changed my mind on this art, that I wanted it to be like 2 train cards. If you have like 1 card here and another one over here, there's this gap in between, so it doesn't connect between different rooms. So I wanted it to just end like right here. So in there, and then all of this will be dead. But I'll make it a duplicate somehow. I'll make this on a different layer. Okay. So I have this on that layer, and then that's the same as that layer. Okay. So this means new one, so I can get rid of this now. And because I hit the other one, it won't destroy the other one. And that's called non-destructive art, where you keep your old art and just destroy another copy of it. So here we go. So I think I got too many. Yeah, I got points there. Do I know if I'm working too small on you guys? Because I know I changed the scale of everything. So if it's a bit too small, let me know. And I could just zoom in. And zooming in is a great power to have. Not really liking this perspective of this window here. Just gonna change it a little bit. Okay. Fill that in. Yeah, it's a bit weird because today I just worked on another project and I wasn't talking. So it just feels weird to like start talking now. It's like now I just feel like I'm crazy now. I'm just talking to myself right now. That's fine. Ah, video output low. That's new. I think it's because I got too many things going on. Yeah, I was worried about the bubbles being a bit too much, because it took a while to like render in Flash too, to make it a GIF, whatever. So that might be it. Chat, how's the video playing for you? Is it smooth, 30 frames per second? Is it smooth, or is it not smooth at all? Meanwhile, I will make a rim around this window, maybe. Quickest way is just make a rectangle and then move that around. Okay. I can't really grab it like that. Okay. Can't grab that either. Yeah. So I have to do it like this, I suppose. Okay. Yeah. Let's get to a little quiet in here when waiting for chat, because I know it's going to be like a 20-30 second delay. And now if I know the video output's potentially low, that's has its own problems there. Okay. Make this a bit dunkel. Oops, don't need close gaps. There we go. So I just added a little bit of a rim around it. You can kind of see it. Make it shorter. Make this a little darker here. There we go. Okay. Because I'm looking at my other monitor, which I have the preview of the whole thing, of the whole screen here, everything composited. Able to see what you guys can see too, and around the same scale too, so I can get a general idea of that. So right now I'm just cleaning up this door art, which was not too cleanly done here, as you might see. Okay. So now I'll call this door. Cool. Always good to label things, kids. And save often. Here I go. I'm saving it. Alright. There we go. That's door. These are benches or stools, whatever I call them. Alright. And where'd I go? Oh. That might be part of the camera thing too. If you don't remember the camera, the virtual camera, which isn't really a true virtual camera. It sort of is. Doesn't like everything. So it'll just kind of like glitch everything else out. These are windows. I'm just relabeling the words, the labels down here, so I can have an easier time knowing what's what than just looking at layer 2 and trying to remember what it was. So I'm able to see it as a glance. This is like the whole, I'll just call this room. Cause that's like this whole thing here, yeah. That's the duplicate of the room I made, which I could use again. And that's another good point, is that I can reuse a lot of these. Any art that I make, I can reuse it like a billion or infinite times. Which I have, you know, in this sequence alone. I've used this train bench. I can check, or right-clicking, show in library, and I can scroll all the way here. And I already used this 16 times in this file alone, which it'll only be in this file alone, but using it 16 times is much more, you know, efficient than having to draw it from scratch every time. So, and it makes sense. Like, think of it as a library. That it's like you don't want to rewrite the dictionary every time you want to say a word. In that kind of sense. So, it's just a more efficient way. Yep. It will experience buffering when I read the last part. Ooh. Since no one's chat stuff too, so I think I'll just turn off my bubbles for a little bit here and see if that helps any of you. A boop. Yeah. I tried to work around that and thought of that possibility that might be bad. So, of course, the webcam might also be bad too, but I think it might be the combination of both. Might be not good. Okay, got that. Background pretty much done. So I need to add the, I was gonna say villagers, but the passengers. I could just make above benches. I can have just shapes where I want them to be. Do I have the sort? No, but I went into the camera, which now I don't know where I am. Yeah. If I were to do this again, I wouldn't, not use the here's a camera. Yeah, it's shaded right now, but it's right here in toolbars. That's new in the newer versions of Animate. That creates a virtual cam. So instead of having to move every thing, I wanted to do this kind of tween. I wanted to do this camera pan. And there's a whole bunch of, you can imagine like a jar of jelly beans, or suppose, I don't know. These similes are getting weirder. If you had like, okay, let's go back to the bag. A bag of stuff, and inside the stuff is a bunch of little bits. If you wanted to move that jar across the shelf, you wouldn't want to move the jar. You wouldn't want to take everything out of the jar and then move the jar over and then move each individual jelly bean inside to the other jar location. You want to just have everything inside the jar and then slide that over. So that's kind of what the camera can do, is that it can take everything inside the jar and move that in any direction and scale. So it helps in, you can imagine that helping in some areas, but if it glitches other areas out, then it doesn't seem to be too worthwhile then. So, I hope that makes sense. Too bad chat stopped. What if I can refresh chat and see if that's, because I can't really tell if it stopped, I can refresh this. I can just refresh the whole page. Okay, just give me 1 sec here. Nope, okay. Well, I could try something. What do I say? We doing okay? Yeah. See if that shows up. Yep, okay. So chat works. Cool. So that means none of you are actually talking then, because you have no point then that it's working now, so. Or at least it never really stopped working, I think. As you can oh, yeah, look. Yeah, my video output is better now. So, okay, I'll have to either make a more low megabyte hogging wallpaper background, or just have a static background or something, than using that moving one, the bubbles one. So, okay. So everything's good. Getting distracted. I'm just kind of playing around, not really doing anything. So I will figure this out. Add a whole bunch of frames here. And then I'll check. Okay. So this shot is roughly 140 frames long. That's just under 6 seconds there. But we'll never know. So that's why I added a bit more time there, and padding, as we know. Padding's good. Alright. Here we go. Now I'm gonna... So it looks like I probably want to use the camera here. Even though it doesn't make too much sense, because I put everything inside of this background here. So I could just have the background move instead. So I think I'll try that. So I think I'll have it start here to go follow along with the storyboard. But I think I'll add like a little bit more to make it slightly more cinematic by having A little pause there. Okay. So we're gonna start here. Actually, I think I keep clearing the keyframe because I know if there's a keyframe, it'll like make it into like two separate things. It'll make a before and after of it, and they'll be separate from each other. So I wanna make sure that that doesn't happen. Okay. Oops, sorry, I bumped the mic there. Okay. Yeah, just getting a bit flustered that no one's talking in the chat. It's just like so used to it now. And it's like where'd everyone go? Okay. Like I might just be background noise to some of you now, which is cool too. But it's kind of like a little weird. It's like, why would you wanna just only listen to me? You know, it's like I'm not really. The whole point is, you know, to watch me work, which I should be working, honestly. More here. There we go. Anyway, now we're doing stuff. Now we got a tween. Whoosh. Get rid of that. And I want to make it ease in. No, that's ease out. So we'll do negative. There we go. Negative 20. Excuse me. Okay. We just want to check in context if this works. Looks alright. And I want to have the windows have some sort of moving background too. I don't know if I have that. I can check. Does this window have nothing? Okay. Let's see if any other windows. There's only one, and that's it. And that's the one that we had earlier. Okay. Well then. Like nothing in the beginning? We got these windows, but they're already exploded? Yeah, okay. I mean exploded that they're not a symbol, that all the parts are on the same layer, but they're like in parts. So, and then behind them is this background with the tree and the sky. So I wanna reuse this sky here in the shot we're working on. This one. I wanna again make a duplicate so we don't non-destructive workflow. That's what it's called. Non-destructive workflow. So we make a copy so we don't destroy what we already had. So I can go back to the original and reuse it again in a different way. It's like making bases. This will be window. I'll just call it pan. So the background, if the train is going this way, then the background has to go the other way. So the background goes to the left, I think. If that's right. That should be correct. Sky. Boop. See, that's what we're doing. We just take things from the library and just add them in. So I need to make a mask. And I only need to mask through here. So I'm gonna cut it. Put it here. And it doesn't truly matter the layering in this case. In other cases it will. I see. And the bottom. I don't know what's going on here. I think I masked the wrong part. That's why you label things, because I don't know what exactly. Oh, because that became mask. There we go. And then I need to have this on. Nope. Just copy and then paste it in the same place. And there we go, I think. Well, I think I need this bit to be No, because this bit doesn't have anything. That has the sky. That has the mask. And what I want to mask, and this should be transparent. Okay. Gets slightly confusing. Let's make this super transparent here. Like a window. There we go, yeah. About 40. This will be 33. Like a third. Okay. So now we can still see the window shine itself. And we got the sky showing through. And it's masked out as well. So now we can put between the sky, we can add, hey Vortex, nice to have you here, welcome aboard, because we're on a train now, so I can say stuff like that. I'm gonna add, what do I got? Do I have any ground? Nope. Do I have any tree? I have tree. Nope, that's tree. I want a better tree. Okay. I'll have to make maybe. I guess I could use that tree. Or not. What's going on? I'm in tree. I'm in that file. And I want tree. Boop. Where'd it go? Where is it? Oh, it's huge. Okay. Okay, well. I'll have to make this a bit smaller. Way smaller. Yeah, something like that. So we don't want them floating, but we want them just big enough. And I believe that these have internal animation. Oh, they go really slow. Yeah. Yeah, so the lag is mostly, I guess, just on my part and YouTube's part, where it doesn't want to do it too quick, I guess. Oh, that looks nice. Haha. That looks great. Is that the right way? I'd set it to go to the left, so I have to horizontally flip it. And now, that makes no sense if the train is going that way. I have to mirror flip myself too, because I want. Okay. This is where it gets kind of confusing. Is that the front of the train is this one on the right, so it has to be going forward. So that means the background has to go the opposite way. So I think I got it right with the trees going left. Okay. They're just going really slow, so I want to make them faster. So I have to make another duplicate. So this is tree move fast. And that should be, oh, they're shape tweened. I didn't expect that. I made this too. So I'm gonna bring it maybe down to maybe a minute, second and a half or so. That's a bit weird. It just seems like one of the trees kind of is melting or moving faster than another one. So now we got a little bit of motion in there. You can kind of get a feel for it now. Alright. Oh, should really check my chat here. Okay, yeah. Hey. Ooh, okay. Never heard of that game before. It was a game. Well, you're playing it, so it has to be a game. That's cool. It's fine, just now your background noise. That's fine. Okay. So what I did is that I hotkeyed swap symbol to 4, number key 4, and then I'm swapping the symbol to the duplicate that we made. Yes, I made. And now, yep, cool. Because they're in sync, I'm gonna make them out of sync, and that'll make it a little bit different. And so now they should act a little bit different. Okay. That looks pretty good. Okay, whatever. It's fine. And because they're all inside of that symbol, now it'll just play. And when we move, whoa, that was kind of trippy. The trees kind of felt like they weren't moving because we moved about the same rate. That was really cool. Didn't expect that, yeah. Alright. I'm gonna get rid of my storyboards. And then I just like testing to see if this all works. And you can see it too. And there we go. Whoa. And then we got the door here. Hey, cool, there we go. Waiting for that too. All kinds of technical fun today. I already had all these stuff open, so I'm only using that one. But in the next shot I'll need it, so that's fine. I can't get to there. Oh yeah. I made a whole screen for this exact problem. Here we go. Boop. Haha. That's just so I can close all right now. Don't save that untitled project. Save that project. And so what happened was that probably my RAM overflowed. Probably from streaming, most probably, because this doesn't happen too often. But just when I'm streaming, and I've streamed, in the past, a long time ago, so I know about these problems. So let me reopen it. So I have to completely close the application Flash. I have to close Flash, and then I'm restarting it. There we go. Okay, so I think we're good. Usually that we lose information, but there we go. Hi. Like we lose progress or information, but I think we're pretty good. Like I don't see anything we lost. Like the last thing we usually try to look for the last thing that we did and see if that's there. And it looks like we did. Didn't lose too much then. So I want to add maybe we can add like hills and stuff in the background too, but that might be more adding polish later. Right now, we'll work on basics of shot. Okay. Okay. Here was out of control. Okay, so it almost like a shot change. If you can see that. So we go from here, and then it just kind of bops into place. There's no what's this animation about? This is I talked about it on the top that this is a big movie that I'm trying to do. That'll be on my channel. So it's paper derpy and a larger scale kind of adventure. I try to do like a kind of chase film, like a little bit of Indiana Jones or James Bond those kind of movies. So this is like the fourth scene. So we're just like still in Act 1 when stuff is usually kind of normal until right about it'll change soon. The pace of it and tone of it will change, and I think in this shot will be the most pivotal to the first act. Okay, so now I'm just lining up. This doesn't need to be yeah, it could be slower. That's what usually happens, is that I'm like, well, Animate says that this could be, way faster. But yeah, it can also be really slower too. So I think I'll just try and make it again, change it up, and then see what I like. Yeah, that feels too flashy and smooth. So I'll add a little bit of, maybe it could be, unfortunately, faster things look better, but I want it to be slower. So got a little padding there. Maybe make this ease a little cool. Oh, cool. Yeah, thanks. I have no clue when this will release, because with my other round 5 projects that are all very large scale right now, so I'm just trying to balance each of them, which means that, you know, with the 5 projects I have to, you know, kind of sacrifice one for the other to make sure that everything lines up on time. So this one is unfortunately the one of more wait till later kind of videos for me. So it's a little more punch to it by making it bigger and then kind of soften back out. So I need to align the door. So these storyboards aren't helping. So it'll be like whoosh. Okay. I think that those kind of whooshes work better on the opposite. Okay, yeah. Trying to figure out. Okay, so it ends there. And so whoosh. Like it's a kind of camera that's trying to track in or something. So you want to add a little kind of small imperfection as it kind of zooms in. Like it zooms in a little too much and then kind of settles out. And then go back to the storyboards. Oh, I should retime this. So I believe my hotkey is 3 or something. Let me see. Sync key. See, I have more buttons. Yeah. I have all these buttons here. On the left here. Hey, Fairlights. How you doing? I have all these buttons here for my hotkeys that, because I'm using a tablet, I don't want to use my keyboard all the time. So, and this I believe comes with the tablet, the Cintiq I'm using. So you probably won't see these exact toolbars with general computer desktop monitor use. So, and I'm able to have any. I was able to customize every button here, and because I customized it, I know exactly, you know, where everything is in here. So looks like a mess, but all these are just saying like, oh, I want brush tool, and I can just click it, and now I got the brush tool and stuff like that. And one of the other ones is that I'm able to highlight all this and then say sync key. That's what this one says. Sync key will sync the symbols, when they start their start time. Every keyframe here will have its own start time number, first number here. So this one says 77. So every shot I have to make sure that when I retime things in the shot, that the keys are then synced again if I change them. So that's a helpful button there. Oh, I'm doing great. Yeah. Bit tired because I just worked on another project for a couple hours. So I just kind of project to project is very tiring because it takes a lot of leaning in and making sure everything's perfect as you go along. Alright. Okay, see you later. This is new. Sorta, I mean, it's not released yet, so it's newish. But I've been working on this. I worked on the script, like the first draft of the script, like last January. So, yeah, I'm only like maybe 2 or 3 minutes in runtime. So, it's not like, you know, this is a big project, but it could also not be if I just worked on it every day. But I know that was going to be impossible because I wanted to do other projects at the same time. So, let's see. Right here, that as my here. Around here, because I synced it, it should be. So what should have happened is I should see the little red playhead here should say when ciao. That means hello, right? so hello. A little red playhead here should line up when I double click in. So I wanted to say it should line up at the right time. So it didn't. So I'm a bit mad. So I have to make a keyframe here, zoom in, and now it's 65, which it was 77 before. How is it? I'll add more time here to make sure that that's right. Yeah, because that's 124 now. Wait. Looks like life's going well. Oh, great. That's good to hear. I'll press 3 again to see if that changes again. 124. It was like 77 before, right? Now it's 210. What? Maybe it didn't start at 1? No, it starts at 1. And then 18. Okay. These are probably small numbers for you, but I'm just trying to make sure that everything's gonna be timed right. Okay, now I got two things that are 96. No, that's 94 and that's 96, that's right. And then way down here should be 124. So I double click in here. I'm now at 211. That doesn't make sense. It should be 124. But when I zoomed in, now it's 210 or 11. So I'm just gonna go with it, even if that didn't make any look of sense anywhere. So the door opens, so door opens like that, like outward. Keep the good work. Yeah, thank you. You too. If you work on anything. So you can have that, and then what I'd like to do is then have the out point set up so I know when it starts and ends. So I'll just have that as a rough estimate there. I have to break it apart so I can change the perspective of some things here. You need to see where that ends. And then we're just gonna animate the door opening. Oh, Feral Arts is back. Cool, nice. I mean, you didn't miss too much, but you can check the recording later on when that's available afterward. You can see I didn't do too much, but now we're just making steady progress, I think you would call it. So I'm gonna figure out about where, trying to follow the arc of it swinging open. I'm figuring out how wide I want this door to be. I mean, it shouldn't be like a super door, it should just be like a normal sort of door. It should be in the middle, so it's about, where would that be, about there? But it has to cover that. But that's at angle, so it doesn't really matter that way then. It needs to connect between here to here. Now that's the same color. I wanted this to be a little darker, because it's like the edge, I suppose. And that should go over there. So now it's like that. And there. It should overshoot from here. So it goes a little further. And then it zips back out. Kind of see that kind of kickback at the end. Okay. So now I just have to work on the in-betweens between here. I mean, this could just be a little simple that. And then this needs to be something new. Let's see. So that needs to connect there. Okay. I mean, I could use the onion skin, but I've heard a lot of other people, like professional artists and animators, trying not to rely on the onion skin, which will show a ghost image of the previous and next frame, so you could do this kind of work supposedly easier. But so I'm just gonna try and see if that works for me or not. So looking pretty good. Because it loses the details of this here. And I might just make this a bit shorter. Okay. I mean, this is a really expressive door here. I've done a lot of opening door animations. I don't know why. There's always some door that needs to open. Like in other Friends animations too. I think there was one door that needed to open. Oh yeah. Believe it or not, I worked a little bit on, like about 10 seconds worth on, oh, what is it called though? Midnight Mares. I worked on Midnight Mares for like a week. Doing like cleanup animation for him. Yeah. Yeah. So that was an interesting experience. I did get paid for like that 1 week that I worked on him. But yeah, it was Midnight Mares, the director guy. I forgot his name, but he was a bit interesting. That he definitely wasn't, you know, animation thinking. So I was like, you know, can you send me the files for the animation? He's like, well, no. Or he gave me like Photoshop files, which didn't really help me at all for the animation. So it was just, you know, bad communication with him. But we eventually figured out that what kind of files I needed to do the work. And then he was like being super perfectionist with the cleanup work. So that was a little annoying because it's like I don't exactly know what you want, and then you're trying to be perfectionist about it. So made that kind of our visions not really line up. So that was a bit kind of tricky, but and then we only had like he only gave me like a week to work on it, so it was high stress to get it all done. And then I wasn't even sure if I did the right parts or did it right, because it didn't quite end up, you know, perfect. But I think it did show it at a con. So now I don't know where my door is. It's gone. There it is. Oh no, it's trapped over there. I have to restart it. Nope, still over there. So I showed it at a con. I didn't go to the con, so I didn't see the reaction of it. But I suppose it was good enough. But we just had later controversies. So I think that project might be dead now. And he doesn't contact me any time now. And that was like over a year ago since he last talked to me. So I don't think we'll ever see too much news out of that now. So I think he'll probably focus on the comic book adaptation of it first, which makes sense because it's probably way cheaper to make than a full animation, which, you know, we can see here, like I'm spending, you know, a couple hours just animating the door open. So you can imagine how long a show animation would take. Of course, they, you know, have 100 artists or something, but it still is about this pace, so it's just, you know, multiplying that pace times 50 or 100 people. So we'll see if he ever has any updates or wants me to come back to it. I don't know if I'll, you know, be totally ready, because, you know, I want to work on, because I got my own projects now that I'm more, you know, excited to work on now. I'm excited to share with you guys too. So that's why I'm doing a live stream, so I can share them off. So hope you're enjoying these little live streams, and if you're watching them later on a pre-recorded time, afterwards these are done, let me know if I should change the schedule so you can watch them live, or anything else anything you want to recommend me to work on. Because I do kind of have a, you know, a set list of projects that I'm actively working on and what I can show. So I don't have, at least C&D kind of have is that one project, but when it's not really a secret project, we've released a trailer for it, so totally different project. So we'll see if I can get that director guy to let me show his work on stream. So I think that'd be more fun too, because I wanted this to be, you know, kind of like a variety show where I can show all sorts of animation work that I'm doing. Yeah. Yeah, that's true, Star Study. Don't want to make it too nice. That's what happened with the button. Remember that? The Jan animation? The, like, I think casserole dot that it might have been too show accurate too, that it just kind of just went ahead and CNC'd them. Which, you know, I might be totally getting that wrong, but you guys have incredible memory skills. Memorize that kind of news stuff. To know if that's what happened or not. That's looking pretty good. I don't want to add too much detail here because I think it'll just be too much. So you need to go back here. Copy, and here, paste, flip, move over. Yep. Yeah. I did see at least a recording of his new Twitch animation work, which looks pretty good. I actually don't remember too much from it, but did look still using animation project program that I'm using right now. So you don't have to be like a, you know, have to use like Toon Boom or anything super, you know, any programs that are too, you know, sophisticated. You can still use, you know, what people have been using since 2004 or something to make animations just as good. It just comes down to skill and technical knowledge with this kind of animation work to there we go, that's a door. Alright. I'm fine. It's fine door. I don't I don't really care. Okay. So I'm gonna click guide. Now we won't see it. Okay. So I can't see it, and I'm gonna so now we got a little problem here. And I will work on moving these bits so we can move the orange at a better spot. Moving the little dots here. Yeah. I worked on a couple crazy projects in the past with different groups. Some went where, some of them, you know, went places and some didn't. But it's always interesting, you know. You just when people email me, you know, those random times. It's like, hey, do you want to work on a project with me? It's like, I don't really know who you are. You're like starting up a new whole studio with your two friends. It's like there's always that one director guy who's like, yeah, I know how to, you know, make a story, but then you're just left with, you know, asking, well, should I have, you know, the character be at a 7/8 angle or a 3/4 angle? And they'd be like, I don't know, do it how you would do it. It's like, but I want your advice, you know, want your vision, but they can't figure it out or know what I'm talking about with those kind of specific animation questions. So, I mean, you know, having different skill sets and knowledge, you know, is helpful, but if it means that we can't quite talk about the same thing, you know, if at least somewhat specific questions, then it kind of gets a little annoying. It's like I don't feel like talking to you then. Like I feel like I shouldn't ask you about anything then. I'm gonna see why the door doesn't open at the same time that I want it to. Because this dang camera is freaking me out. Should be 124. It's saving. Oh, there it goes. Okay. So you need it to open like 10 frames. Like around there maybe. Sooner. So now it should whoosh. There we go. Whew. There we go. Curse great ideas, but not great enough to make them happen. Yeah. That's what usually happens is like, oh no, I have the perfect idea for a story, which also did happen. Where like it was some guy and his girlfriend came up to me asking for like an animated music video or like a 2 or 3 minute video of like them like making out. It's like I was kind of getting uncomfortable. It's like, you want me to write your fanfic for you? It was just getting weird. I wasn't really sure what the original premise was, and he didn't quite was able to explain what he wanted either, because he just thought of me as like an artist. So it's like, you know, just draw it yourself. And I feel like I need instruction to, you know, because I want to have that communication with the director, which you always see in those behind the scenes where it's like you always do dailies with the animator and director, like they sit with you. So when they don't have that communication, it feels off, and it's like I should, you know, have some relation, you know. It's hard to explain because I can't really. Each instance is a bit different, or I can't quite remember what exactly happened to. So I'm gonna add this guy here. So I want this to actually be outside, and then there'll be a separate train car on the left. So this is sky, and which also means that you might see the ground maybe at this angle. You might see the train track maybe. I'm trying to see. So above sky you want something. I'll just try to sketch it first with this. Yeah. Boop. Yeah. And I'll try to follow this angle. Yeah. Oh yeah. fanfic with cringy story with stupid and overpowered no even bad colors. I mean, I don't want to, you know, the poor guys probably did work a long time on it, but like that, what was it called? Ah, the really badly animated like 2013 video with the DLCs, which like they were all like Northlandic or Icelandic accents. And it's like the one guy was like, "Oh, I'm too evil for this." What was that called? You guys have a little encyclopedic knowledge. With just my random spewing of facts and stuff from it. Oh, I think I remember it, but I'll let chat catch up. This is gonna be the guardrail for the next thing, so I might as well just have a little doobie-doo, which, and that'll be on the other side too. This is like a pole thing. I don't know why. And then, you know, it was Dusk Dawn. Remember that? So, yeah. Another derby movie. No, this is the same derby movie that I've been working on. Okay. Ah. And then there'll be. Does that make sense to have clouds? I mean, clouds is. Let me zoom back out. Of course. It didn't zoom out. And it's saving. Oof. But I am a big Derpy fan. To get back to your question over there. Sheen? Never really. I had a friend named Sean or Sheen. Of course, I didn't really know how to pronounce it. So sorry about that. Should be going the other way. Like a bowing into it. There we go. Ah. And perspective of this bit is weird. So try drawing that again. I don't know what this is now. Oh, it's the sky. Okay. Yep. There we go. With the sky. There we go. So I think I'll get into that layer and then delete it and try over. Sometimes it's easier to just delete what you had and then try over than trying to make the one that you had perfect. Maybe this should just be flat like that. Ah, and this will go like that. Oh, there we go. That's looking better. Ah. Okay. Yeah, this is a no swearing channel. Surprises. I believe I put that word on my curse list. It's weird to say. So don't try figuring out which ones I banned. I believe I did. I put a lot on there. And then these are a bit weirder perspective now. It's interesting, like you'd usually think like things in perspective should be like totally diagonal. But they're more flat and almost horizontal usually than you think. Like I was thinking like these lines should be more at an angle when they're more supposed to be more flat. Yeah. I think that works a little better. I think this perspective is a little weird now. I think this bit could be flat. Okay, we're getting there. This is why I'm using brush tool, so I can don't have to worry about it making this look perfect, which kind of looks pretty perfect. Ooh. Alright, kids. Gotta spell words. It's So it should be, how tall is the tree here? The tree's way up there. Horizon line is probably way up here more. To have that tree around there. Well, that makes sense. Well, it's kind of like a far distance thing. Is that? Oh man, okay. Okay. And then, I don't know why I'm cleaning this up, but I'll go into line work just about now. I think that tree's a bit too big. You know. Okay. Which means that could be lower. Okay. Okay, I'm just trying not to keep working on that. Okay, so this should be... But then... There needs to be a little... It seems too far then. Like you have to be able to connect them. Ugh. Okay. Thanks for censoring yourself. I'm gonna make this a bit shorter. I'll get rid of these. And I'll move this entire joystick, I guess, over here more. Like it could just be connecting pretty much. Now that I think about it. Okay. And I'll zoom like that. Maybe. And then I'll move that over. So there's a lot of trial and error, but believe me, it'll take like twice as long if I use other tools, like the regular line tool. So that just like this little bump here, and it'll still seem like it's a different platform, but it'll look like, oh no, you opened the door to the outside, I guess, but it still connects to the train because of this thing here. I don't know what this will be. This will probably like a weird red pull button which could make this perspective horizon line a little lower. Trying to line up that, which is way up there. I'll try to angle it a little bit. Show all. Okay. Alright. Nice. Okay. Okay, we've been going for an hour. Just to check the watch, and I'm gonna drink a little bit of water. I'll see how that sounds. Alright, how was that? Coat my throat with some kind of mineral water or sparkling water. A little lemon lime water in it. Yeah. Okay, I think I'll just stop worrying about this line art and start sketching it with the normal line tool. I don't like using obnoxious colors just because they're so I can see them better and I know that they're not the final line color. So I can just go in now and go whoop. And I can follow this line more accurately. And this should be now pretty simple to then just fill this in like that. And like, won't see this bit. I think it might be useful to have it like that. Okay. Not sure what that is. Hat. Hit. Nickel. I think this will be behind. Maybe. I think the pole will be behind the rest of this train platform that'll connect the two cars, two carriages. Okay, that's connecting, and that connects. Okay, and then add a little sparkle here, a little highlight, just to show that it's shiny. Most backgrounds I do in this style doesn't have outlines, so I guess alright, not sure what's going on now. I had to check. Yeah, I don't know what that kinda lost me there now. So I might just have them neutral grays maybe? I'll go to here. Nope. Now it's that color. Maybe a little bit of blue too. And a little blue to it. Alright. A little lighter. And then this one should be a little darker. Alright. That's an interesting color. Usually when I do these backgrounds, I'm usually pulling from the show art, so I have a decent palette. I don't know, make my own palette is a bit like, okay, I think that looks good. Let me just kinda, I was debating about whether to have this right whole panel be shown, because I could have it, I could crop it. I can crop the whole right side of it, so like this whole right bit will be cut off, and then I can make the regular viewpoint bigger, make my screen bigger. But yeah, I wasn't quite sure yet, because I know that I'll be playing with these panels over here a lot. Now I'm off the screen a bit. Usually kind of tilt my head a lot so I can see a little better. I'm not, because I never really had a webcam in a while. Okay. A little more. I don't know why my brain is like, metallic is more gray than anything else color. And that should be right. And that should be pink. Oops. Oop. There we go. Okay. Now I can get rid of that. And that. Okay. I think I could add like a little highlight here by making this bit a little lighter. Okay. And these could be having a little highlight here too. That didn't go all the way. Yeah. Making this a little lighter. Boop. Okay. There we go. Does that make sense? Okay. That doesn't make any sense at all. That looks weird. I think it's because it's that. It's making it like that. Like if you could see this and see like, oh yeah, it is straight down. Yeah. Oops. Needs to look more metallic. Of course, this might not be the final design, but this is more of an experimental temp, I suppose. So I think I'll add like kind of lace, probably like a bolt onto it too. So I'll just add these brightly colored circles to each corner here. So I'm just seeing, oops, if these work or not. Added in weird perspective here. Yeah. Yeah. Make it a little smaller. And then move it up. Like it's a big bolt. It's been like a screwdriver. It's been in here. a little darker. And okay. And of course you could have like another shine on it. Yeah, I don't think you'll be able to see the other bits. Okay. And I don't want to make it... Well, maybe these are different slabs. Yeah, okay. So I'll move this over here. And then you would need another circle here. And while it's still not like that, while it's still checkerboardy, I can still play with it. Nope. And that's what happens when it's not. Let me go back to when that's happened. Okay. And then we want another one over here. A little shorter. Boop. Okay. This could be a little lighter because it's on a lighter one. Yeah. 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 Okay. And you might be able to see the bolts over there. If I do that. And then that's a little darker. And then you would copy. And move it over there. Alright. This was not the plan that I had in my head when I started this stream. I was gonna start animating the next shot, but I kinda got a little distracted by making this art here, which usually does happen when I work. That's like, oh, so now I'm gonna work on, you know, this and that. And then it's like, well, this isn't done. I guess I better work on that instead, huh? You know. Okay. Like I thought I'd be animating like 1 or 2 shots with like moving Derpy around, and instead I'm just drawing this platform over here because I knew that I didn't draw that yet. Platform. And then we need the background hills, which will also need its own layer. Boop, 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 boop. Did I save? Okay, now I saved. Yeah, background work. I have a background somewhere. Do I have that? Background. Well, I have that. And the other shots, I have this. So I can take the palette here, maybe, from here. I'm gonna have mountains and clouds. Okay. So I'll take this palette from there, and then make a, from here, I could just use a brush tool and kind of go around it, and then, boop, like that. Just say Mao. The Japanese cats say nyan. Okay. I can add another tree for the fun of it. We'll have trees move fast, I guess. Why not? Let's go all out on this one little bit. I don't see any trees. There's the tree. Oh. Oh, they're huge. Okay. Are they? Nope. I thought they were behind the thing there. So it needs to be about that size, a little smaller. And they move that way, so you need to move the other way. Boop. Meow. Okay. And you only see like the edge of it, like that. Do. So we zoom in. Ah. And then a little padding. And then here. We can start hearing them, and then for some reason the message is from here. Must be super zoomed in on the ground here. And I guess it has to be the same pan. Oh, now we're somewhere. Oh, I used the wrong one. This one. And then it opens. Okay, yeah. So we got a 150-ish. Nope. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Yeah, I'm not playing to the camera right now. Nope. 250. I don't know where we are now. I made it too big. I made it 2,000. Oh no. Where'd it go? Boop. And the sinks are going to be pretty big. There. Yeah. So the difference between that and that is just a little zoom, I guess, to 260. No, that's 2,000. Why you do this? Yeah, that's a little bigger. Okay, I'm just aligning it. Can you see it? It's a little small now. Okay. I'm just aligning about where I want to them. And then we pan up, and then a little zoom out, and then they walk out. Okay, and then the rest of it goes. Woo! It's still not done. I'm not fully happy with this yet. Because I still got that sketch there. Over here with this tree here. Let me touch it. There we go. It's saving. Okay. I'm gonna have clouds. Oh, clouds too. My throat hurts. It's a little funny. Let me drink a little bit more. Oh. Sorry about that. That's why I usually mute it, or else I'll just hit my mic like that. I didn't really get too much either. So that was just all unfortunate right then. Feels a little slow, but it's fine. I think we're pretty good with the video now, and that I know that everything's working. Can I add I just want to add the bubbles again. Yay! Now we'll just watch as I scroll to like 2 FPS now. See if it's too much or not. Trying to see in this one, maybe you can't see it. Yeah, I'm sorry. I need to drink a little bit more now. So I'm gonna mute it this time. I don't know where my mouse is. Okay, that's a little bit weirder way, but that'll work a little bit better. We're here. Cool. Am I on? Okay. Boop. And then now we're here. So now I need the snake to then pop up, and then that one, and then a little yes. What snake is that? We'll get to that. Okay. I was opening the files on my other screen, so I don't figure out all my personal stuff, I guess. Oh yeah, I gotta work on this guy too. But I think I'll have her come in first. Excuse me. I need walking. I need to add the spots, because I think I finalized that I want the spots on the body. So I'll take these spots. Boop. I think I'll just copy these up into here. And then, because I wanted to walk in first, so I guess that's going to be this one. It's not going to be a super slide like that. But anyway, I need to go in here and don't need these two. These are my little cheat sheet for the tail there. You can see the little animation dots there, so I can figure out the timing and spacing of it. So now, we're probably going to spend like another half hour just working on these spots and putting them into the motion walk cycles and slithering cycles. And they had to like move and form as well, so this might take a bit. So it's right here. You can see that these need to kind of scrunch up and move up here. I can see like this one's already kind of bubbling up and following the form. That's even more scrunched up. Okay. And I'm using the outlines just because they're both yellow. So in case they were overlapping each other, I'll be able to see it. So that's a tad easier. But of course you might not be able to see it, so I'll make this like a very distinct color. Yeah, you can see that. But now it's black, which the outlines are black. So yeah. And go like that. I can kind of form up like that. And we're just trying to move it so that the mass retains and its shape doesn't change too much. Hey, it's Oswald. That's a lot of emojis going on there. Oh gosh. So that's just scrunched up, and then it kind of loosens up a little bit. So there. Trying to follow the motion of these. Yeah, I'm just concentrating on this. Okay. That was a bit tough. Oh, now we're changing forms pretty much entirely now. Let's move these over. Okay. Yeah, I'm trying to do this as kind of quick as I can, but still trying to be accurate because I know I might use this again. I just want to make a general kind of version of it. I just joined Sauce Meldon. What are the designs for today? These are still the snakes that we designed last time. So, just need to, that's alright. Looks like they kind of don't move. Like here. This needs to like pull up. Kind of like that. Okay. Feature work. Yep, that's right. And when are you gonna have new videos? Ooh, that's a $1 million question. I don't know when, because it depends on new videos. Like for me, because I'm working on so many and for so many different people, it's like, is the next video gonna be the one that I'm gonna release? You know, today, tomorrow, next week, on multiple different channels. It's tough. But I guess simply for my channel, it's gonna be the anime intro one, and I hope to do that in 2 weeks or more. Have that ready. So I hope to get that done soon, and then on my channel there's gonna be probably like another couple videos in the next couple months afterward, and then whatever this movie that I'm working on right now will be done. And that's simply just for my channel, and then I'm just trying to bog myself too much by having the other projects with the other people going on too. So a lot of them I'm not, you know, the only one working on it. So it's got to be up to whenever other people also contribute just as much. Ooh, big girl. Okay. So soon, in a way, like, you know, not super soon, but soon enough. You'll see it. And of course I'm doing commissions with that vector guy, so that's what I worked on earlier today, for like an hour or so. So I worked on that. That was fun. I don't know if I want to take on more projects, because one of my resolutions this year was to try to be less stressful, which is ironic because I'm taking on the most projects as I probably have ever right now. So I'm trying to de-stress my life, trying to take more breaks and giving more me time, I guess. So it's it could be better, you know, because once you are able to finish a project, and that definitely will save you a lot of time. Thanks, Asmal. I really appreciate that. That's nice. I am, you know, slowly growing, which help of you guys and spreading the word is really helpful too. So, you know, the last couple months I just got this large boom of like views and subscribers, which I had no clue where they came from. Is the weird part. So, thank you, but I just haven't really found the accurate analytics to know why that happened. Like I'm getting, you know, a couple hundred subscribers in a couple months, you know. And I remember, you know, getting like 1,000 or so in like a year was like optimal for me. And now like I get 1,000 subscribers in like 6 months or more. So that feels good. Just need to figure out how to do more animations, you know, more for my channel. You know, at a pace that's, you know, safe for me. That won't kill me, but I can still work on just as many projects, I suppose. Working on now, just in this instant, is gonna see if I can. Yeah. There you are. Okay. Can see if I can have her walk in and then stop, look around, and then walk out. For no reason, because I had that camera. That sounded weird. to me. The camera, the virtual camera, horizontally flipped her and put her in this white void, so I have no context and she's horizontally flipped. Yeah. Oh, 9 rules of YouTube? I know about the animation, 12 principles of animation. I know about that. Not sure what you're talking about though. Soft smell. I'm gonna put her walk cycle in the right place, and then I can delete her normal body, and then she should just be able to walk normal. Whoop. Yay, that kind of works pretty good. Nice. Yeah, the spots aren't perfect, but I think everything else looks okay. And that's what I meant that I said at the top that the animatic is much faster because I add more things to the animation that are really slow. So this was just the animatic that I had the storyboards, was that she's already there, and then we just pan up. And then it's like zoom out, she hiss, and then she walks out. But what I want to do in the animation is have her walk into frame, then stop, and then it does that. So I'll have to add like maybe 5 or 10 seconds of her just walking in now, depending on how slow she is. And it never now I'm not really underestimating how long walking cycles now are. Nice, nice. Thanks. This is a huge endeavor, but I'm glad I'm able to work on these kind of projects, and I'm able to especially work on these on my own is really fun too. That I'm able to be fully able to be my own director and everything. Let's see there. That worked actually better than I hoped. Trying to figure out the pacing of that is okay. Could actually be a little faster, I think. So if I remove frames, then the time it takes for her to walk to the other end is now faster. I could manually do it so it makes sense with the slither. Like there's no, like she shouldn't move between here. The only scooting should be when it goes down, right? And a little bit when it goes up. But it goes up is more of a coil up, and then the actual energy to move her forward is when it goes down. So that's why when it's this, it looks weird. But if I did that actually realistic, it might take like over 20 seconds to get her over there. But I can see. I could try, see what that looks like. It's like from here. That's my heater, if you can hear that. Gotta heat the house. She might move a little bit when she coils up, so I might try that. But then, yeah, I haven't animated her head or hands. Because I have this other one, which is like I wanted this one to be a little faster. Get rid of those. Maybe she can walk in fast and then walk slower out. Ooh, will I make it on paper? Not sure about the grammar. Trying to figure that out. But I don't know if I want to. I have the webcam, so I could show it, but I don't want to show it right now. Is that I do have a little table that has a glass table, glass on the top. On top is glass, and then I put a flashlight on the bottom, so I could put like paper, just regular. I'm just using regular school, lined paper. And I made a little pegboard with a ruler. So I haven't spent much on actual hand-drawn animation yet, but that is something that I've wanted to look into, definitely. I just I'm a bit afraid, and I just can't quite sit down at my desk, if that makes sense. Is that the ooh, that the desk has this little. There we go. So the desk at the top is glass, then on the side it goes down really far, so my legs can't quite fit underneath it. Good. So I can't quite sit down at it without like having, without breaking my legs. So that's really the only real thing, and just my confidence in myself too. Because I haven't really drawn animation on paper ever, really. So it's a bit scary, because usually with digital, it's like, oh, well, in digital you can work on layers, as I see here, that I can just draw something on here in digital, and then draw something like that, and then, oh, I want it flipped 40 degrees. Okay, there we go. But on paper it's like, what you draw is what you get. Like, you can erase it, but if you want to rotate or skew or any technical thing, it's not gonna work, because it's much more permanent. It's like going from pencil to pen. It's much more scary. See how that works. Okay. Yeah, this is way faster. Alright, yeah. And then she like sits up, and then we pan up at the same time. Okay, I'm liking this better. And it's kind of spooky, like what's going on. It's like a weird tentacle that runs in. That's nice. I don't have to like totally tween it perfectly. And if I wanted, I could just have her slither in the same motion out too, but a little bit, maybe a little faster or something. Sync key. There we go. Now I can. If you saw that, it changed the number. It changed how she looked by changing this number at the first ear because I synced a key. Okay. And of course you only will be able to see this much, so zoom in on that. And then she'll sit up. Okay. So I might have her out of frame here. That's a little fast now. Let's add a little bit of wheelie. Because she's scooting a little fast. It's like I add a little ease to it too. Like she slows down a little bit. Yeah, okay. That's working a little better. Oh, my throat is really dry. Ugh. Do you know the Watch Bunny channel? Yeah, I've heard of it. I think I watched a couple of videos off it. That's a little bunch. I don't think I've ever been featured on it, or they never contact me about it. So. Anything from Watch Bunny that you're thinking about? Should be stronger a little bit. Okay. How's that? which is checking my volume level. Is that good? Okay. Yeah. Alright. Do. Okay. And we synced it, I guess? Yes. Okay. And then, so we stop here. Oh. Playhead went back to beginning when I needed that 36. So I'll just go to 36 and make a bump. Using like my little notes to say, okay, change at here. So I need around this frame to then morph into the regular body here. Regular body upright. See if that works. Since it needs to go up, this kind of transition everything. It's not gonna be too perfect. So this needs to from here. Trying to ease it into different poses. Alright. Perfect animation. Oh, thank you. Well, I gotta work on it a little bit more. Okay. Hello. Hi, Rippy. How you doing, Rippy the pig? Nice to see you. Am I a professional? No. I'm mostly self-taught. I've only been my first YouTube video on my channel is my first animation that I did. So it's mostly just been sitting at a computer for like 5-ish years now and just working on it, you know, working on this for like practically every day for 5 years, that it kind of gets to you, that you start to figure it out, learn from different people, and taking some tricks and just experimenting over and over, that you get good, but I'm definitely not a professional. Yeah, I pronounce it nice. Nice to meet you. Thanks. Okay. That's looking alright. So now she should waddle and then set up. Cool. Actually not too happy with where the door is. So I might have to go back into the animation of this door here and make it a little bit more open. Keep the doors open. Do not have them closed. Is your first animation hard for you to watch now? I can pull it up, and it'll just take a hot sec to find it. I'm sure you can find it quicker than me. I don't know. I mean, we're just about done with the stream, so this will just be like a fun distraction. And I'll probably have like a full... I was thinking about having a full stream of just going through my old animations, so I think just for now this will only take like 5 seconds. I mean, that's how long my first animation was. I'm just going through all of this. Which one was it? My first movie was actually like my third one, so I think I'll go with this one. Okay, here we go. Okay, so don't blink when you watch this. Here we go. Okay, you guys ready? Here we go. You don't get sound, but just imagine that there's like a polka sound kind of music going on. Okay, you ready? There's a little rock and yeah. Okay, there we go. Yeah, I put it under comedy. So, do you want to watch it again? Here we go. I mean, because I know that is my first animation, that's like, it's fine. That's like, I'm not totally cringing. I just kind of like find it funny now. That's like, because I found it funny when I made it too. So, I don't find it super cringy. But I'm sure like my first like year or so was much weirder and made no sense, and I had no sense of storytelling. So a lot of things didn't quite make sense. Snake on a train. I just figured it out that I rode snakes on a train. Doop-a-doop-boop. Boop. Okay, so now I can, because I made a duplicate, I can now freely move this. Make it to be a little bit higher. And squish it in. And I also just figured out, like 5 minutes before I started streaming, that my background here with the bubbles is green water. Yeah. For Yoshi Greenwater. It's green bubbles. It's like green water. Yeah. I didn't see you there, Rookie 56. How you doing? We're having fun times here. So I hope you stick around for a bit. Move those up. Alright, that didn't work at all. Boop. Boop. There we go. Am I pressing the right... Might be pressing the wrong button. Okay. Yeah, you can kind of see, because I think I linger on it a bit much, that you can see the differences between this door that I'm circling and this door. So I think I'll either have to edit this a little bit, make it about halfway there. Unless you figured out that you only have like a couple seconds to really look at this bit and say, oh, it's a little bit different than here. Does the spices have a name? Snake hoofed. Oh. So someone told me that I was gonna call these Nagas, N-A-G-A's, for species, but apparently it's more of a something that starts with L. Not sure if I wanna say what I'm thinking of. And then one of you guys suggested to call this particular orange snake Ka, because it's, I guess, like the Jungle Book Ka. But I guess that viewer had a couple more names, so this was just our first one, so kind of rolled with this one. So we're almost to the hour, so I think I'm gonna try and wrap up this one shot, and then we'll be done for today. And then I'll see you a couple days. There you go. La mama. La mama. La Mia. Oh, is that where Mia comes from? From the Monster Girls anime? That they're Mias? Ah, okay, La Mias. Cool. Okay, now it's a true pun. That's nice. Okay. Yeah, so I'll probably have to... Because no one says it, like, audibly in the video, it doesn't exactly truly matter that yeah, thanks Star Study for suggesting that name. Then no one says, oh look, it's a Naga or one of the snake names. So it's it'll be fine to not have any official names to these, but I guess Lema. Yeah. Oh, my Drippy Nightmare video was 6.6. Oh, great. That's good. It's good to hear. Success in what? And it performed a bit well. So that's good. Always glad when my more original videos get popular. Ooh, who's best pawn aside from Derpy? Aw, man. Okay. Gee. I think I just want to kind of go easy and just make it that, I guess, to have Fluttershy is always my favorite main six because I actually have most of her personality. So I'm trying to really work on it. Pronounce Lemea. Yeah. Great and powerful Derpy. Yeah. She's gonna do real good work in this movie. She's gonna be like a whole action star. Yeah. I have to move my keyboard. We're gonna add a little bit of parallax. Not too much. Okay. And get rid of storyboards for you guys. That's nice. I like that kind of composition too. That's way different than what I expected. Is that right? Does that just go straight down? Yeah, okay. Nice. Okay. So she waddles in. She stops. Pans up. And then we have that little bit of break here, and then it zooms out fully out here. Trixie, Discord, I don't know if Discord is a pwn. But yeah, Mr. Mouse Girl, yeah, totally. Nice. What am I trying to do? That's right. I don't know. I'm trying to zoom out. Yeah. So exciting. So we can see the full body here. Yeah. Yeah. It's actually, let me, okay. I guess I just Google imaged for like snake pony or just snake, half human. And of course, the Naga showed up. So I was like, oh, okay, I guess that's what it is. So I didn't really researched it too fully then. So sorry about that. But again, it won't be mentioned anywhere. So it's not going to be, like any Cinnamon Sin kind of problem. Cool. And then I zoom out, see how that works. Nice. Alright. Does this kind of format work good? Just me just in here? There we go. Because I feel like I'm just kind of drifting off the camera there. There we go. Special Derpy Date 1 is very fun. I love Lemon. Thank you. I love that one too. I didn't really expect to have a sequel. I just had a good following on the first one. Thought I wanted to have a sequel because I felt like I needed one. Thanks. Nuggets part human, part cobra. Well, if it's part cobra. And anyway, these are mythological snake human pony things or whatever. What are these? None of this is real. How can snakes be real if our eyes aren't real? Okay. And this needs to have a 100% ease. There we go. So I can snap out. Chew. Chew. Nice. Yeah. Hey, Shadow King. How you doing? We're working on a cool animation here. I'm working on. Yeah. Relamia? We don't know. Anyway, I'm just trying to, trying to feel like I got a broken record. It's like it doesn't matter, but I suppose it does sorta a little bit. Okay, and then she has face animation, and then she slithers out, and then at the end of that. And because I usually do head animation a bit later, I could just, alright, bye, Reppy. I just saw your little wave and I waved too. Okay, now you can see it. Oh, that's nice. So I had some time here, and then, oh, where am I? Oh no. Okay. So I'm gonna have to make a keyframe. Does that make it better? Nope. Okay. But with the keyframe, I can see what number it is, and it's 89. So I can go 89. Make a keyframe. Okay. And this is where she should. A little bit before that, actually. So wherever this is, between 71 and 90-ish, she should have head animation of her hissing. Alright, it's a school night for some of you. Yeah. Yeah, I was afraid it was going to be a bit too wormy-like. I started drafting this. But I think if I just keep saying snake over and over in these streams, that'll kind of self-conscious you into like hypnotizing you into thinking it's a it's a snake. It's a snake. And then from here, I need her to kind of bend forward and kind of wiggle her. I mean, she doesn't really need to open her mouth too much. Nice. And a little bit more time here to that. I already passed time there, but I just wanted to at least get this tongue action in. What time should it be? 73. Okay. So I think I'll make a whole new cycle for that here. You would just need like a snake going out, and then a tongue going out, wiggling, and then going back in. You can do the derby was the first video I watched from Mr. Greenwater. Yeah, just know that I'm a Mr. Yeah, I've heard some comments like, "Oh man, you're a guy." It's like, never said I wasn't. So that's always fun to hear when you don't know who I am. So she needs to, from here, nope, it's at the bottom. Need to make a new layer on top. Boop. And I need this to start to appear. Let's see. I'm gonna rotate it a little bit. Try to figure this out. Maybe I should make a new thing there and see. Because what I want eventually is not that. It's like that. I need to make it smaller. Why is it so big? It's like that, and then I just want the forked tongue like that. Sorry, I had to scoot everything around, but it's just okay. I just needed to needs to be more out, a little bigger. So how does that connect? It's stuff like this where it's like, if there's a reference from the show, then I'll probably look at that first. But I'm pretty sure there's no too many snakes in MLP to get anything worthwhile. There was like one, or actually there's a lot. Wow, there's actually a lot. Yes, Speed Luigi. Okay. Speedrun. So it needs to be out more. Make it more forked. So you really want to see it. Maybe I'll just go with the brush tool, just so I can just get that first, and then I'll go back, probably on my own time, and finish it up. So this will be probably like frame 5 or something. This will be her getting ready to Okay, so it's a bit short here. Maybe some horizontal lines on the belly making it less wormy. Well, I think adding lines on the belly will make it more wormy. Well, it's kind of tricky because I'm thinking about it that snakes and worms have lines on their belly. So, can't really win with that. I think I'll go crazy with this angle here. Have it kind of... Then it goes... I'm doing this real quick just so I can kind of get the feel for it and I don't waste too much time on it right now. So this will be cleaned up later. Yeah, it's a bit fat. Nothing's wrong with that. It's just too big for me. Okay. Okay, doing on twos is probably not the best thing. Okay. Yeah, I'm not talking much because I'm trying to get Judas and concentrating. Add some more time. So in slow motion it should just scoop out, go up and then down and then up and then goes up and then down again, and it should just get a little bit shorter. And then a little bit more up. As it gets shorter into the mouth again. Ah, that's my spell with the tongue emojis. Slick. And then back to like what it was at the first frame that we did. And then boop. So that's pretty good. So it's like a little bit of that. A little bit of that. So I would try to fix the timing and add in-betweens. Might be able to see that. Yeah, probably not. That each of these are on every second frame. So that's called twos. So I would have to, once I figure all that out and shape-wise, I would go back in and then make another image in between every one of those to make it more smooth. But I think for now that's probably the basic timing of it. Now it's not working. Let's find out why. Let's walk in. Let's write the time. Oh, because I never actually set it to go. So I had to add a keyframe on the mouth, and then here we go. Then we're gonna set it to loop, or maybe play once because it ends at the end, and then bloop. And now it should blah blah blah. And that's right, right time, and then we go back out. Where are we? Okay, so we're on the whole body layer here. So now we can. How would you lean forward a little bit, or go lean back? Like you're kind of cutting, so you kind of look down a little bit. You're kind of eyeing everyone, going. Okay. It's kind of fun because some animators would have a little mirror right next to them to like do facial animations. Like if they want to know how to do facial animations, they would look at their own mirror of themselves. So that's kind of what I got here with the webcam. That I'm able to look at a preview of myself. That's what I'm looking at every time. So I'm gonna work on posing in this just a little bit. We're just gonna look down a little bit. And that'll have a quick ease. Because I really want to show that she's like a snake and not anything else. Because that's what I was going for. Okay. Just kind of pulls her head a little bit. Okay. Then she finishes it. And then she kind of default back into normal type of position. And then she has to, she could slither. She could go back out and then slither. Yeah, why not? So I'm gonna take this and then move that over there. Just for timing's sake. I'll do that. And then she needs to move everything down and forward. To get ready to go into this position. So I'm going back and forth between the two frames. Trying to see about timing and placing. We'll have to sound the song totally. There has to be like a little maybe something kind of sizzling like that. Okay. And then all these arms need to go down. This zooms out. Okay, and then the arms kind of tuck in so I can start moving into that direction. So that's the fun of having already built some of these. Means I already have some kind of base to work into. So I'm not just blindly going into here, and then there might be a little squat. This is squashing down, and then a little bit up. This is to stretch. Just a little bit, and then she runs out or squaddles out. Yep. Live all night. Yep. Or morning, wherever you are. Snakes don't make a sound when they bring their... Man, you're... Star City, you have all the snake facts. Brilliant. Okay. And then, yeah, the animation is a bit longer than my animatic, which works for me because I want to add longer animation here. I don't want to go to sleep. Sleeping is good. Most people would, you know, would be really lucky to be able to sleep. Okay, so I'm just gonna time this out. It's actually around here, my storyboard starts walking. But in here, she doesn't. Gotta get rid of that keyframe because that doesn't do anything. This could be... I'm just moving the animatic to make sure that it times up. Then she starts slithering, and then she slithers a little bit out. And she doesn't slither fully too far, because she only gets about here, if you can see that. Ah. It shows us good as well. It just shows... Yeah, that's what my first thing was. I don't want it to be another Greek mythological creature, because a lot of the show characters seem to be more based on that Greek mythos. Ah, it's tastier for any sensitive vibrations. Not all Greek. Yeah. A lot of them are. Whatever the... A lot of the three-headed stuff. There was a lot of that. There's a lot of three-headed creatures in the show and mythos. And five-headed and seven-headed. How she's kind of like it how she just kind of like transforms like a transformer into her slither pose. And from here, then she starts walking, and then to the end of the shot. 36, yes. My video, the whole thing here is 30 FPS. My animation is 24 frames per second. So, and that's why it looks a little choppy, is that it's 30 FPS. Yeah. All Phoenix is Arabic. That's interesting. And then we'll zooper a little bit over here. Maybe to like the edge, maybe like have her a little bit of her head a little bit off. That works pretty good. I'll have a little bit more. Okay. Okay, so this is the shot that we worked on today. Nope, we actually worked on this shot too. Cool, let's go back. Okay. So I'm gonna wrap it up here. Just because this has been going on for 2.5 hours. Practically. Almost. So I'm gonna review what we did and then see what's next and then have any more discussion later on. Okay? So we did this shot where we had the new parallax with the trees with the zoom in, and then we had the door open, and then snake waddles in, zoom out, and then zooms out. Something happens with the background here. Ah. Background is not long enough by only 1 frame here. There we go. Oh, I just got a little dizzy by I just saw my bubble background in the background. Okay, I'll go back here. Okay. She walks in, and then goes out. There we go. and we don't follow her. And then the next shot, which I haven't touched much at all. As you can see, like Derpy is should be behind this berry here, but we'll save that for maybe another time if I work on this again, maybe. So yeah, I'll stop it here. Just gotta get it tired, and I worked on 2 shots, which it's good progress, but definitely needs a long way to go. Especially this is only like 2 or 3 minutes in, and it's probably gonna be like more than 15. So I do like working on it on stream compared to just having it just be by myself, because I get that more feedback, which is very valuable. So I like that. Reading in chat. Yeah, having a bit slower might be fun. Okay, work on that. I thought it might be a little fast. Okay. Scheduling. Think I'll keep going with the Tuesday and Thursdays around whatever 2.5 hours ago is when I'll start for you. I think that works well. And if that doesn't really work well, I mean, the 3 of you in there in chat right now, you're okay. But if you're watching this later, if you wanna comment and say, can you stream at this time or not do it on weekdays or something, I'll consider that, and I could do maybe a special stream maybe for you or something. I don't know. Yeah, so next stream Thursday probably, and then we'll probably just have it Tuesday and Thursdays until people ask me about it to change. That's about it. So I'll leave it there for now, and see you later then. And I'll be around a little bit more in the chat too, so if you want to keep discussing stuff in the chat, I'll be there too. But till next time, alright, see ya.